Good evening, Tiffin, and welcome to another broadcast of WHEI News Center 10 live at 5.
WHEI is your #1 campus source for bringing you news from around the state, around Tiffin, and around the Burg.
Coming up, we will get into your local stories.
Also, we will look into what's happening around the Burg.
We're going to do all the trending social media topics, and we'll take a look at Burg sports.
Don't touch that remote.
WHEI News Center 10 live at 5 starts now.
Good evening, Tiffin, and welcome to WHEI News Center 10 live at 5 for Wednesday, November 2nd, 2016. I'm Henry Bourne.
And I'm Scott Carpenter. Let's get to our first story of the night.
Have you gotten your absentee ballot? It turns out hundreds of people across Northwest Ohio did not get theirs after they were lost in the mail. Now several counties are trying to resubmit ballots in time for people to vote in the election. Melanie Gilders, director of the Fulton County Board of Elections, said they started receiving calls from out-of-state voters that they still had not gotten their ballot. She says she was alerted of the problem about 10 days after the ballots were sent out on October 12th. The 70 reissued ballots were out of about 2,000 absentee ballots that were sent out. If you have not received your absentee ballot, contact your county board of elections. The last day an absentee ballot can be sent out by mail is November 5th. The last day to send in a completed absentee ballot is November 7th.
A man was sent to the hospital after crashing his car into a tree Tuesday morning. The crash happened around 6:45 a.m. on North Erie and Orange Street in downtown Toledo. Police say the man veered off the road for an unknown reason and drove straight into a tree. They say the man was alert and talking as he was transported to the hospital in an ambulance. The crash still remains under investigation. A mother and son from Toledo have been charged for their roles in conspiracy to defraud people out of thousands of dollars and then launder the stolen money. Patsy Schmidt and Bradley Schmidt are both charged with 1 count of conspiracy to launder money and 1 count of money laundering. Authorities say Patsy fraudulently obtained nearly $50,000 between 2010 and 2013, while Bradley obtained nearly $24,000. The duo targeted people selling items on sites like Craigslist. They sent emails saying they were interested in an item but had no intention of buying it. The Schmidt said they would use PayPal to send the money for their cost of the item. Next, they used email addresses that resembled PayPal email accounts and wrote emails falsely stating that the buyer had placed money into the victim's PayPal account. Once the victim sent the verification that the money was sent, the Schmidts stopped communication and kept the money that was wired to them. The Schmidts then wired that money to co-conspirators in Nigeria, keeping a portion for themselves.
A local resident turned to the community for help this weekend and saw a huge turnout. Last week, the shelves in the Findlay City Mission were only about half full. Now, they are filled after a successful donation drive on Saturday. But that sort of support from the community needs to continue. The City Mission prefers to keep enough food on hand in their pantry to last them 3 months. From these food stores of fresh and non-perishable food, they serve 50 lunches, 100 dinners, offer takeout meal boxes, and open the pantry to those in need to it every day. After holding the donation drive Saturday, Joey Barger, Director of Development with the City Mission, says they are now beyond the point of being able to offer food for the next few months. After the holidays, donations usually hit a lull, so it is important to make sure that the shelves stay stocked through the new year. That wraps up our local news segment for the day.
But don't go anywhere because we'll have your latest Burg stories on the other side of these short messages.
You're watching WHEI TV 10. Woo!
Student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
Together we can change the news. Find out how at safekids.org.
I gave thanks with tickets to a concert.
Looking for a unique way to show your gratitude for our nation's veterans and service members? One that will immediately and directly impact their lives? Give your extra tickets to VetTix. How will you give thanks? VetTix. Give something to those who gave. For more information on how you can make a difference, go to vettix.org.
Welcome back to News Center 10 Live at 5.
Let's get started on our Heidelberg campus news segment. Heidelberg Dining Services wants to hear from you. They're asking for students to take customer satisfaction surveys. Students could win a $150 Visa e-gift card or one of three $50 Visa e-gift cards. They're conducting a survey to better understand the students' campus lifestyles and preferences. By sharing your thoughts, they will gain valuable insight to help improve your overall campus experience. This online survey will take 5 to 10 minutes, and your responses are confidential. The survey is mobile-friendly and can be taken on a smartphone or mobile device. If you prefer to take it on a computer, go to www.collegesurvey.com/Heidelberg. Make your voice heard at Heidelberg.
The Heidelberg School of Music and Theater is presenting a jazz ensemble and singing collegians concert this Friday. The concert is going to be jazz pieces, collegian pieces, and a mixture of both. The concert is this Friday at 7 p.m. in Gunlock Theater. All students are encouraged to attend this free event to see all that the School of Music and Theater has to offer. If you have any questions, contact Pat Page at ppage@heidelberg.edu.
Registration begins the week of November 7th, and registration time slots are posted within each student's Oasis account under registration status. For undergrad students, an assigned time slot will end on a given day, with open registration beginning on November 11th. Registration pens are needed for students on academic warning, probation, and aim high participants. Registration holds are listed in Oasis under records. Registration holds prohibit registration, so look before your registration time to begin to resolve now. If you have any scheduling questions, please contact your advisor.
You know, Hank, scheduling it can be pretty stressful, but you actually don't have to schedule this
I
time
don't.
as a graduating senior.
I actually don't. I graduate in December, which is an exciting time. It's kind of bittersweet, though. You know, you always kind of look forward to that meeting with your professor and kind of just chatting a little bit.
Get excited
yeah,
about the next semester. Yeah, well, we're going to miss you here at WHEI, Hank.
You know, I'm going to miss WHEI, but that's all we have for Berg's local campus news today. So when we come back, we'll see what is trending in social media.
News Center 10, live at 5. We'll be right back.
You're watching WHEI TV 10.
Student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
My name's Angela, and we're bringing you BergFit to Heidelberg University to help the students as well as athletes and staff be healthy, whether they're trying to gain muscle, lose weight, or just have more energy for class. Everyone has different goals. We offer pre-workout, post-workout, healthy meal replacement smoothies, as well as many snacks and healthy energy drinks for everyone.
I like them at work. It tastes good, relatively cheap. My favorite flavor is definitely Twix. Hello and welcome to our Social Spotlight segment. Let's check out what's trending in the world of social media. It's now official. Vine is dead. Rest in peace to the Vine. We'll always have the summer of 2013. Vine, a Twitter subsidiary, made the news official on Medium a few days ago. The headline of the post is "Important News About Vine," which kind of undersold it. The post goes on to say that users will be able to access and download their own Vines and will be keeping the website online. If you're a creator who's worked on Vine, though the operative world there is today, there's no guarantee that videos on the fading platform will live on forever. In other words, creators had better act fast if they want to preserve their work. This news comes from the same time as Twitter revealed plans to lay off 9% of its workforce in an effort to post a yearly profit for the first time ever in 2017. Some of the Vine's biggest creators like King Bach, Cameron Dallas, and Shawn Mendes saw the writing on the wall and transitioned onto other platforms. As with the end of any platform, there's a lot of history yet to be written. Whatever comes of Vine's demise is certainly said to see a place that was home to so much creativity go by the wayside. In other news, Drake and Taylor Swift are rumored to be dating. The internet has reacted strongly to that. The two are both huge stars in the music industry, but this would be one of the odder pairings in recent memory. According to Uprock, Swift and Drake were seen getting cozy at his 30th birthday party. Drake introduced Taylor to his mom and his friends from his record label. According to TMZ, though, the two aren't dating and are just good friends. They've been friends since 2013. So what do you think? If they were dating, though, the breakup albums would be the biggest hits of 2016. Well, that's all we have for your Social Spotlight segment. Let's take it back to Hank and Scott at the news desk.
Thanks, Dave. You know, Scott, we've seen a lot of social media fads come and go, but I don't think any of us saw Vine really coming and then going.
You know, Vine came out unexpectedly, 6 seconds. You can continuously rewatch the videos, but it was so funny. I'm going to be disappointed that Vine is down.
It's on Twitter. It was even on Twitter, too, so it made Twitter kind of a new dynamic as well.
It's going to take some laughter out of my day.
I totally agree, but it's time to throw it back over to Dave to take a look at today's top sports stories.
The Heidelberg University men's soccer team dropped a double overtime match to Marietta College 1-0 on Monday afternoon in the first round of the OAC tournament. The loss ends Heidelberg's season with a 7-10-1 record. Marietta improves to 11-8-1 record. The Pioneers scored their lone goal of the match at the 106-minute mark. Heidelberg had a golden opportunity early in the second overtime. Isaac Boyo got past the Marietta goalkeeper, Tyler Scholl, but the strike went just left of the goal. Crest made 3 saves in the loss. Marietta Scholl recorded 3 saves in the clean sheet. This was the 5th straight season Heidelberg has made the 6-team OAC tournament. Marietta moves on to face number 1 seed John Carroll on Wednesday. In other sports news, led by Maria Sullivan's career-high 19 kills, Heidelberg University volleyball team defeated Muskingum 3-1 in the quarterfinals of the OAC tournament. The Muskies jumped out of the 11-2 lead in the first set and never looked back. The Tricolor attacked at a .065 clip in the opening set. In the second set, the Berg ran on a 7-2 run to distance themselves from the Muskies. Trailing 21-18 in the third set, Heidelberg scored 7 straight points to take the set 25-21. Sarah Parker tallied 4 kills in the 7-point run. Heidelberg clung to a 23-20 lead in set 4. Muskingum clawed their way back to tie the score at 23. Back-to-back kills from Janessa Scott and Laura Schrag capped off the victory for Heidelberg. Heidelberg hosts the number 3 seeded University of Mount Union on Thursday for the semifinals. Game time is scheduled for 7 p.m. And that's all we have for your Berg Sports. Let's take it back to Hank and Scott at the news desk.
All right, thank you, David. And you know, Hank, volleyball has been wildly successful the past years. That senior class, especially going out this year, they have a lot of success to talk about.
Yeah, they really do. Last season getting a ring, and this year I think you can see it in their eyes that the only thing they're chasing this year is another ring.
It's like the Beyonce theme, their theme.
Put a ring on it.
Absolutely.
When we return, we will get to your final story of the evening.
In the heart of Heidelberg's campus lies the Fireside Cafe and Pub, featuring a relaxing and engaging space welcome to the public. Fireside's menu includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, desserts, and even a soothing latte or coffee, offering a wide selection of exciting new and wholesome food options. Fireside Cafe Pub also serves a variety of refreshing drinks to accompany its cozy atmosphere. Come experience Fireside's new fall menu and visit us on Instagram at Berg Dining Services.
Hey Spencer, can you whistle?
No, it's impossible to whistle. I cannot whistle. It's impossible to whistle.
Can I see you try?
Yeah.
watching WHEI TV 10. Student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
Welcome back.
Now it's time to get to our final story of the evening.
The world's oldest living person, who turns 117 in November, has given the world a clue as to how she has achieved such longevity.
Emma Moreno, 116, born of Verbania, Italy, was born in 1899 and will turn 117 on November 29th. The supercentenarian claimed the title of the world's oldest person in May after the death of the former title holder, Susanna Mushat Jones.
Morano revealed that what she eats in a typical day. She said, quote, "I eat 2 eggs a day, and that's about it." She said, "I also eat cookies." But it's not in the eggs themselves that the secret lies, but in their preparation, or in her case, lack thereof. Morano has said she has eaten 2 eggs raw for decades since the doctor told her it would help with her anemia.
Other than that, the oldest woman says she has lived a long life thanks to not being dominated by anyone and to staying single since her divorce in the late 30s. Her doctor, Carlo Beva, says it's not just her longevity, but it's her resilience that is astounding.
We here at WHEI are looking forward to seeing Emma celebrate her 117th birthday very soon.
Absolutely, Hank. 117 years old. That is a long life, Your Honor.
Born in 1899, imagine living through everything that occurred through the 1900s, and then you get to see the 2000s as well.
To the roaring 20s, to her divorce. She's done it all.
She's done it all. But thank you for watching WHEI News Center 10 live at 5. Our program tonight was produced and presented by the Department of Communication and Media from inside the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's program. Be sure to tune in next week for our next program.
I'm Henry Bourne.
And I'm Scott Carpenter.
And for Demetrius and all of the WHI production crew, we'll see you next time.